HKTV motion saga continues tomorrow. Deadly explosions rock Communist Party office in Shanxi. And is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a flying man. Topping our news tonight, staff and supporters of Hong Kong Television Network waited outside the central government offices all day, hoping a critical vote would force the government to explain why it rejected their network a free-to-air broadcast license. But by 10 p.m, their hopes were dashed. Lawmakers failed to reach an agreement on the matter, forcing the saga to continue tomorrow. Throughout the day, a majority of directly elected lawmakers indicated they would support the motion allowing LegCo 2 and its Powers and Privileges Ordinance investigate the government's free-to-air TV licensing decision. But the situation involving functional constituency legislators remained uncertain. So far, 15 have expressed support for the motion, 17 are against. Those who plan to vote against the motion include members of the Business and Professionals Alliance.
The legislative and executive branch, the relationship and the future governance of Hong Kong is the major issue. If we use PNP to get, to overturn EXCO decision, that Hong Kong will be ungovernable.
But Lam Tai Fai, who was an earlier naysayer, changed his mind and decided to back an amended version of the motion.
In meeting with the CE, I felt that the CE understood my points, but with the disclosure of a 6-page release, my hope was dashed. The 6th page of news release was suicidal. Without breaching confidential principle and of the EXCO, without breaching confidential commercial information, I decide to support Mr. Dennis Kwok's amendment.
Dennis Kwok, who authored the amended version, struck again at the government for sheltering behind ongoing judicial processes.
We have powers under the legislation to request or compel the government to produce the documents pertaining to the decision regarding the issuing of TV licenses. And for anyone to suggest that just because judicial review proceedings may be pending in the court, that we could use that as an excuse to not do our job, I think that's ridiculous.
And his comments were echoed by an unlikely ally. The pro-establishment Liberal Party will be voting in support of the motion. Lawmaker James Tien said a key existing player, TVB, has enjoyed higher profits in recent years.
Actually has a substantial increase. That means the market is growing. This is why we do not share government's view that in the next few years, with the economy the way we are now, with the economic growth that government is projecting, we will not have a further growth in the overall advertising revenue of all the TV stations added together. So we feel that there is room to accommodate all 3 licenses.
Tien questioned the government's argument that the market cannot support up to 5 free-to-air TV stations. Outside the central government offices, supporters and critics of the government's licensing decision made their voices heard. Organisers say 50,000 people were present, but police put the figure at 9,500. Rani Santani reports. A series of explosions went off outside the provincial headquarters of the Communist Party in the city of Taiyuan in Shanxi province. 1 person was killed and 8 others were injured. Alan Buckney reports. 1 more person in Zhejiang province has been diagnosed with H7N9 avian flu, raising the total number of cases across the border to almost 140. Jenny Lam reports. And on to some key political races in the United States. Popular New Jersey Governor Chris Christie won re-election, triggering high hopes he could be the best chance Republicans have for capturing the White House in 2016. And New York has elected a Liberal Democrat to succeed billionaire Michael Bloomberg as mayor. Sonia Artero reports. To sports, in Champions League play last night there were wins for Manchester City, Copenhagen, Bayern Munich and Olympiacos. Meanwhile, Real Madrid missed out on a chance to lock up a spot in the last 16. Jameson Wong has the action. At the World Tour finals in London, Novak Djokovic defeated Roger Federer in 3 sets in their opening round-robin match. And finally, Swiss aviator Yves Rossi, whose jet-powered wings have taken him to some of the world's most awe-inspiring places, did a flyby of Japan's Mount Fuji. Nicknamed Jetman, the 54-year-old former Swiss Air Force pilot dove out of a helicopter with a 60 kilograms kit strapped to his back. He made 9 flights past Mount Fuji, each lasting about 10 minutes. He soared almost 4,000 meters high at speeds of 300 kilometers per hour before parachuting back to Earth. In previous stunts, Rossi flew across the English Channel and above the Brazilian city, Rio de Janeiro. And for tomorrow's weather, we can expect comfortable conditions during the day with temperatures between 23 and 28 degrees. That's the news. Thanks for watching.